Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome to starlilytarot. I'm Jax. How are you guys doing? I very rarely say my name. It just feels strange. But there it is. It came out today. So let's go ahead and clear the energy first of all. Okay, so this is on the daily reading. This is going to be a weekend reading. Spirit told me to do a weekend reading this time for Saturday and Sunday both. Saturday, the moon is going to be in Virgo, and Sunday, the moon is going to be in Libra. Okay, so Virgo is really practical, grounded, nurturing, generous, and Libra is balanced. Libra tries to keep that balance. Libra is generally peaceful, and maybe can seem a little detached. So your feelings may just sort of be a little, I definitely wouldn't say according to the moon sign they're gonna be like, well, they could get really deep. They could kind of teeter-totter a little bit. But that's where it's gonna be. And the message that came through specifically for this weekend is magic's in the air. So that sounds like a good sign to me, right? Coffee. So, and before I get into the reading, Spirit told me to talk a little bit about something. I'm sorry, I know it's cringy for some people to see somebody touch their eye. I apologize. Remember when you were little and the kids move their eyeball? I don't know where that came from. It just popped into my head, but I always thought that was so weird. Anyway, Spirit wanted me to talk about sort of something about myself with you guys. So, it's about manifestation. So it's like Spirit telling me something at the same time that he's telling whoever needs to hear it. So me personally, I am every single day striving to be a more clear vessel for Spirit, an empty bone for Spirit, a very powerful manifester. I work and strive to be better and better at that every day. And in order to be a powerful manifester, there's work that goes into it, because you have to clear the things out of the way that are blocking the manifestations that you're bringing in. And you have to you really have to obliterate your comfort zones, because your comfort zones are the opposite of your manifestation, or you wouldn't be manifesting anything. You see, manifestation in itself is uncomfortable. So people who are not comfortable with being uncomfortable ain't gonna manifest shit, okay? Because you have to be in a constant state of, fuck, this feels so uncomfortable. A lot. Because you're bringing in something new that is the unknown, a new vibration. It's generally a better vibration, but people actively manifest shitty situations without realizing it, just because what you water grows, where you focus, what you focus on is what you're gonna get more of. So a lot of people, I mean, we're constantly manifesting, conscious or not. So then when you begin to consciously manifest, you have to focus on that experience that you want to have and feel it and spend time in it the best that you can. And that can be difficult in itself because it's something that you've never experienced before, or it could be something that you did experience, but you want to experience it in a different way. Generally, manifestations are about new experiences. So, you know, I think the people who claim that manifestation is super easy, I don't know, because it really isn't. You know, you really have to be able to handle the feeling of being uncomfortable. And with me personally, what Spirit wanted me to discuss with you is that one of my personal blocks to my manifestations coming in my life and being a reality is that I have a lot of defense mechanisms. We all do, but my personal defense mechanisms are trying to protect myself from being disappointed, because I'm also trying to work on being detached from the outcome, detached from expectations. And that is a very tricky, it's like a slippery slope, because you have to have expectations in order to bring your manifestations in. But you also can't, you have to be detached from the expectations. Like, okay, and then you also have to look into human design and figure out what sort of manifester you are, because we manifest in different ways. There's a lot that goes into this. So, and even if you don't do, you know, all of that stuff, and I don't want to overwhelm you, it's just, my thing is, I don't want to be disappointed. So on my personal journey currently, I get signs and synchronicities, and they come to me like out of nowhere, everywhere I look. You know, I'm always communicating with Spirit, and I'm always looking for Spirit, and I'm always listening to Spirit. That's why I am who I am. That's why I'm a psychic medium. That's why I'm psychic in general. That's why I have the abilities that I do. It's only because I want to hear God. I listen. I listen and I watch, and I see the patterns, and I see the synchronicities. It's like realizing the matrix, you know, being able to see the code. I focus on that. I listen for that because I love God, and I love hearing God, and I love seeing God in things. That's just me personally. It's how I'm wired. So I have all these signs coming at me nonstop, right, lately. And I noticed, and God brought it to my attention this morning, that I'm just like, when they come in and it's like something that I want, instead of savoring the feeling of excitement and what it would feel like for it to actually happen, God's pointing out to me that instead I'm just like, whatever, like, I just kind of roll my eyes like, right, like that's gonna actually happen. And I do it without realizing. Not always, not every time, but more than not. But even though I'm doing that, the signs are getting more and more and more and more aggressive. Literally, like, everywhere I look, I see them, and they're all the same. Anything I do, literally anything I do, everywhere I look, everything I do, it's getting more and more and more and more and more intense. So I know, my mind knows that means that something major is going to happen, that manifestation is about ready to come into my physical realm. But the part of me that wants to stay detached and not have expectations and not be disappointed, and also the part of me that's afraid, because my mind still remembers the last time I got all of these really intense signs, and it was maybe a fourth of the intensity of what I'm getting now. What came in for me that time triggered a 1.5 year long experience that was excruciating. Like, there were a lot of good things, but it was excruciating, but I know that was a karmic stage that I had to go through, and I know that's not what this is going to be, but my mind still remembers that. So there's that resistance. There's the resistance, and the resistance will block the manifestation, because you have to be at peace for a manifestation to come in. It's like the ocean, and like, I've been, in my dreams have been crazy. Like, I just had a dream the other night about 2 back-to-back hurricanes. You have like tsunami energy coming through, and that's gonna counteract manifestations. Now, this is just what Spirit brought to my attention. So, and I'm no expert on anything, I don't feel, but I definitely feel like I'm an expert in this subject. I am just the messenger. I just talk to you guys about what Spirit tells me to talk to you guys about. So, I guess I feel like the message is that he's trying to give me he, she, Spirit's genderless. There's not really a word for it, but it's when you feel a block like that, when you feel that you're falling into a lower vibration, which is some fear-based feeling, emotion, attitude about your manifestation. Like, if you're getting good signs about it, but something in you is like, man, fuck that. Spirit's saying to redirect your attention to something completely unrelated that you're happy about. Whatever it is. Like, oh, I'm feeling shitty again. Cats. Oh, I'm feeling shitty again. Chocolate. I don't know. Oh, I'm feeling shitty again. The color red. Like, I don't know. Whatever it is. I'm being a sassy little bitch. Let's think about the ocean for a minute. Like, whatever it is, try to program yourself. You have to focus on it. You have to do it intentionally. Your focus, your attention, your consciousness has to be brought to it in order to change that. You have to reprogram what your shit is doing automatically. So I guess that's what I'm going to have to do next. And whoever out there is having this issue, that's your message too. Okay, so let's get into the reading. I'm going to use my Animal Spirits deck and my Morgan Greer deck, which, it matches my shirt. Look at that. Okay, and this is a general reading. I'm just picking up on the energy that is moving through. Take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. You could do different things with that. Figure out how it does resonate. Figure out maybe if there is a message in there that you're just not wanting to hear. I personally feel like if you're drawn to a reading and your ass is drawn to sit there and watch my ass, there's a reason for it. Okay, like spirit's trying to talk to you. Okay, like there's gonna be something in here for you. All right, so if you want a personal reading, you can send me a shout out at starlilytarot@gmail.com. As I said before, I'm also a psychic medium. So all right, let's get into it. Cards are so big. I can barely hold them. So the song just came into my head, and it might be relevant, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what it is. I'm sick of talking about it. You should be walking with me. Okay, one more shuffle. All right. Coffee should literally be a food group. Like, what the fuck? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Ooh la la. That's the husband. Financial stability. Ooh. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. That's definitely the husband. Long-term commitment. Wow. Okay, Spirit's saying no to those cards. Long-term commitment. Those literally flew out. Holy crap. 4 of Wands. Okay, so this is definitely marriage. This is the marriage subject. So we have the High Priestess in reverse. Someone secretly wants this. Someone's secretly married. Something's coming in, but someone is completely unsuspecting. They don't see it. So this is sort of like what I was just discussing with the manifestation. Like, you know, just like whatever, you know, I'm not even focused. I'm focusing on cats, bitch. What? Like I love snakes. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking about snakes. Like, I don't know, whatever, you know, and then like, boom. It's like it just... And, you know, whatever your manifestation is. This doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. This is definitely marriage. But it could be other things, you know. And marriage isn't always necessarily just romantic with the person. This could be career. It could be a marriage of a job. It could be business partners. Could be going to a wedding. Attending a wedding, but it feels like it's something more. This feels more to me than just, oh, I just decided to go to my friend's wedding this weekend. Like, this feels like it's more than that. Like, this is something major that is long lasting with this combination of cards, with the High Priestess here. Even though she's in reverse, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That just shows that this could be the wife, and this could just be that she doesn't see it coming. This could also represent spirit, maybe keeping it a secret, because spirit will do that shit sometimes, you know? People act like God ain't got a personality. Seriously? God's got jokes, okay? God's got a personality, all right? And spirit could just be like keeping this a secret, like wanting to surprise somebody just so that they aren't even more happy. But it's definitely like very, very happy. Very, very much happiness. Mucho happiness, yes. There's a lot of happy here. Now, this is celebrating. Possibly getting turned up. Like, this is celebrating. It's definite marriage. Definite marriage here. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Yes, auntie, this is marriage. Okay, now we have Scorpio energy with the Death card. So this is a major transformation. It's like somebody's entire life is changing. Like all the shit. Like all the shits is all going to be different. Everything's going to be new. Like this is if this is an actual marriage, like if you're about to tie the knot, like it's going to change your whole world. Okay? Like, that might be why the High Priestess is in reverse, because Spirit might be holding this back, because if this person knew, how much it was going to change their shit, like they would be in a constant state of fear and anxiety, even if they knew it was going to be good change. So, also though, it could be an earth sign and a water sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, this is Scorpio, which is a water sign. We also have fire, but if these two cards represent the feminine, the divine feminine, she's clearly a psychic bitch, hunty, okay? Like the High Priestess and the Death together, like this could be like a psychic medium like me. Could be somebody who can talk to the dead, touched by the dead. Maybe somebody who has a lot of death around her, who has just recently had death in the family. This could even be like a funeral. Like somebody is going to a funeral and they meet their husband. Because a funeral is a celebration of life. You know, these two cards together, funeral. Doesn't have to be, but that's one of the stories. Queen of Cups and Love. The Chariot, fast-moving energy, more water energy, that's Cancer. That is a major, fast change. Forward movement. This is harmony. Opposites attract. Six of Wands, victorious. Six of Wands, Four of Wands, that's a lot of happy. Like, can't keep your mouth shut, can't stop laughing, happy, holy crap, the world. Okay, so this is end of a major life cycle. This is a gigantic change. Holy shit. The World with the Death card. And we have the King of Swords in reverse. So let me figure out what that's about. But these two cards together, I mean, whoa. This is major change. Like everything changing. King of Swords in reverse, if there is actually a death, this is the person, an air sign energy. King of Swords in reverse is a fucking asshole, okay? This is like your least favorite person in the world type shit. Like, King of Swords in reverse is somebody who, they're narcissistic, they're maybe crazy, acting crazy. That is the only negative card in all these cards. These cards are so good. So, considering there are all these good cards, and this one came up in reverse, I would say that most likely this is somebody who's just keeping something to themselves. It's like they have, this could be more of this King of Pentacles energy, just like another aspect of this same person, like holding back or like keeping something to themselves. But for some of you guys, after you go through this big change, this could just represent haters, like people who are jealous or people who it's like a stink face energy, like jealous. It could be that. If somebody here is like leaving somebody to be with somebody else, this could be the ex, like trifling, just like trying to stir shit up. Oh yeah, we got the Tower. Holy shit. This is like the changiest of changes. Whoa. I mean, damn. Wow. I mean, I'm speechless on this. I don't know if I've ever seen these cards come up in this combination. With the Chariot. These are all major arcana. And we have the High Priestess, which is in reverse, but that's another major arcana. 3 court cards, King of Pentacles, King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. This is lit, y'all. Okay, so now a lot of people get really scared about the Tower, and they could see this, like especially these cards right here on their own. The Tower, the Death, and the King of Swords in reverse. That could be signs of a problem. But I don't feel that there is a problem here. And if there is a problem, like if somebody wants to, be fucking around or trying to cause there could be a shit starter here. We could have a shit starter in the mix, okay? Like somebody who's lying, telling lies, spreading rumors, sticking their nose in other people's fucking business where it doesn't belong. Yeah, that could be happening. But I feel like it don't matter. Like, this energy is so powerful. It's like somebody moving very, very quickly away from that, if that's what's going on. And with victory on the board, and the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles, okay, with the Queen of Cups, it's like, it don't matter. Like, even if there is a shit starter here, it's like that shit gets squashed quick. And I feel like if there is a shit starter in the mix, they're the ones who are going to get the negative Tower. Okay, so it's like if somebody is trying to play around and play some games, oof, I am not envious. Now is not the time to be playing, okay? Because Spirit is like, I'm gonna end your ass. Okay, like there is no room for games with this reading here. No, because Spirit is bringing something together. There's something new that is being birthed here, and it's beautiful and it's very positive. So this Tower is dual. There's 2 sides of this coin. Okay, if you are gonna be a piece of shit motherfucker, then bad things are gonna happen to you, and that's what you deserve. This is what you're manifesting by being an asshole. Okay, now if you're a good person and you've been working your ass off and you've been doing good things and you have good things coming to you, this is going to be a fantastic Tower. Now, whether it's good or whether it's bad, the Tower is just like, what? It's like complete and total shock. And with these cards, this combination here, this is like speechless. Like something gets dropped on you and you're just like, what? It's like you're just standing there with your jaw dropped, looking like a fool, because you don't even know what to say. Like, this is major, major shock. And it's fast. It's coming in fast. I mean, it's swift. And once it comes in, I mean, look at these. Look at these dudes. They're like, I mean, this dude he knows. There's somebody coming in and they know what they're doing. They know what they want. They're gonna get it. They're determined. And I feel like the person they're coming in for, or whoever is gonna intercept this energy, is probably this energy here, which is this divine feminine energy, and she's just minding her own business, you know, drinking out of this cup, just chilling, you know, she's just having a good time, you know, da-da-da, blah-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then it's just like, boom. What? It's like that, like, what? Don't see it coming. It's good. Now, fast. Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Fast. Swift. Very swift. So this looks like it's this weekend's gonna be kind of a big deal. Or whenever this happens. I don't remember if I said that or not, but time is fluid. So this is for this weekend. But, sorry. Man, I must really be channeling because my nose is itching. Is the energy. Time is fluid, so this could happen at any time, but this feels soon, okay? I ain't gonna lie to you. This feels like this could be today, could be tomorrow, could be Sunday, could be Monday, could be Tuesday, but it doesn't feel like it's too far off. This shit feels imminent. Pretty. I haven't seen this card yet. Peacock. Vision. Wisdom. Well, you can see it better this time. Beauty. Guardianship. The many eyes and the peacock's tail feathers are associated with vision and wisdom. In Greek mythology, the bird was a symbol of the goddess Hera, who kept it in her temple as a many-eyed guardian. Okay, that's like this energy here, but it came up in reverse. Muslims of Java believe believe the peacock guards the gate to paradise. And this is paradise. In Europe, peacock mythology has varied, and depending on the culture, it may represent a bad omen or symbolize the soul. Okay, so that just goes along with the entire reading. It's like the bad omen is only gonna come to your doorstep if you a bad motherfucker. Okay, but if you're good, if you're putting out good, if you're trying to be better, you know, all that good stuff, then this is going to symbolize the soul. So in a positive way. So it's like the positive change. So there's both here. And really it should be like that because it's a mixed bag up in this bitch. You know, you got villains right next to the hero everywhere. Okay? So all right, that's what I got. So have a great weekend, and I will see you guys later.